All right. Good morning, 604.
Good morning, Ms. Canella.
Good morning, Ms. Canella.
Good morning. All right. So just to let you guys know, there's a few things happening this week. Some of you said you were aware. Some of you said you were not. So very, very important is that on Thursday, we are having New York State Department of Education come to your classes on Zoom. So let me repeat that again. On Thursday, you probably already know from ELA, we said it. Maybe Science and Social Studies told you last week, maybe you forgot. But New York State Department of Education will be coming on Thursday to your Zoom classes. And they will be coming to see you not this Wednesday, but next Wednesday. Okay, so I need you guys to be on time. That means before 10:10, I need you present. Are we clear? Every day. Because from now until June, we're going to be having visitors come. We don't know what day, we don't know what times, but they're going to be coming every single day. So I need you on time. So spread the word to your friends. That's that. Next off, on this Friday, you have your poetry slam. So Miss Wong and Mr. Lucas sent out emails of what that looks like for extra credit because quarter 3 now finished. Mr. Garcia, who you probably already know because he comes into some of your social studies or ELA classes, sent out a Flipgrid video. So that means for anyone that wrote a poem for Miss Lucas and Miss Wong, for Miss Wong and Mr. Lucas, sorry, you could videotape yourself saying the poem and have it on Flipgrid. That way you don't have to present it to everybody in the poetry slam. Okay? Make sure that's done by tomorrow. Lastly, we are starting quarter 4 today, guys. This is your last quarter of 6th grade. So we have to finish strong. If you didn't like what happened the last quarter, today's the day for you to make a change and change it up and begin with a fresh mindset. That means look at math in a different way. Whatever happened is over. You could only move forward and do better. Okay? Are we clear? Last but not least, I need all cameras on. If cameras are not turned on and I am not notified, I will be removing you. I will not be asking. I'll just hit remove, -5 on Kickboard. So right now there's one camera I'm waiting for. It either needs to be turned on or I need a message. If there's no message, then I'm just going to put you in the weight room and you'll be marked absent for my class today. So this is your last chance to turn your camera on. Going once. I will remove you and you will not be able to rejoin. I'm not going to do, my camera's off. You know why? Because I'm still recovering. Hold on, David. David, hurry up. Go ahead, David. Okay, so we are going to proceed with the lesson now. It is 10:14. I have a learning target reader, which is Kalani Roman. She volunteered before, and Liana Sanchez volunteered to be the screenshot taker. I know David went to go use the restroom. Boris, this will be the last time for the camera to be turned on. All right, so let's get started. So let me show you guys where your work is for today. So you will see an independent practice and notes. You're going to click on the notes section. Okay. You are going to click on your name. Okay. So I'm going to go to class 603 because I already had them and I know kids were absent. So I'm going to click on their notes. That way I can do the work for the people that were absent. All right, so we are going to start open with Cavi. And I'm going to be randomly calling on people to help. So Liana, where'd you go? I don't see you. There she is. All right, today, guys, it is Monday, April 26, 2021. We're reviewing standard 6 RP1 and 6 RP2, which are in Unit 2, called Ratios and Proportions. We also are going to be reviewing some of Unit 1. Okay, so this actually technically is supposed to say, oh no, what's going on here? Hold on. Okay, so this technically is supposed to say here, this should actually read Unit 2. Okay, so you might want to change that. Okay, go ahead, Miss Kalani.
Lesson notes of learning target. I can use tables to create equivalent ratios as well as find the missing values for the tables and review skills from it's blocked off. But Lesson notes. Today, scholars, we are going to review how to create ratio tables to find equivalent ratios. We are continuing to review for week 2 for test prep by practicing on old state exam questions. Important vocabulary words. Unit rate is the part of the ratio of the rate that is being compared to 1. Rate is an equivalent ratio that compares the first quantity in ratio to only one of the second quantity. Ratios compares any two quantities.
What about the steps?
Steps on finding equivalent ratios. 1. Find the unit rate. 2. You may either multiply or divide to find the missing number value. 3. If a top number is given, multiply to find a bottom number. 4. If a bottom number is given, divide to find the top number.
So again, Kalani, today we're going to be reviewing what skills?
Ratios and proportions.
And what will we be using? Ratio what? Tables, right?
Yeah.
All right. Miss Roman, can you read problem 1 and then Liana Sanchez, you're going to take over.
Practice problem 1, equivalent ratios. Find the missing values in each ratio table, then write the equivalent ratios.
Okay, so let's do this. I'm going to just kind of divide this paper in half. Okay, pens to pencils. Can you help me? What does the first one say? 1 pen for 3 pencils equals 2 pens for how many pencils? How do we go from 1 to 2, Kalani?
Multiply by 2.
Whatever I do to the numerator, I do to the
Denominator.
So 3 times 2 gives me what?
6.
Okay, so now, we have 3. I gave you the answer. No, I didn't. Okay. So now the next one says we have pens. Everyone should be typing this over pencils. Okay. So now we got this one. We have this goes here with this. We have 1 over 3. And now we want to get to 9 pencils. How do we do that, Kalani Roman? How do we go from 3 to 9?
Multiply by 3.
So what's 1 times 3 then?
3.
Does everyone see what we did here? Does anyone have any questions? All right, Kalani, you're going to do the one with dogs. Dogs over cats. Talk to me. What do we do?
So you do 4 over 6.
Yeah.
And 6 equals 12.
Okay.
And to find 12, 6 times 2 equals 12. So you got to multiply the numerator by 2.
Okay.
Which is 8.
Does everyone see what you did? Anyone have any questions? Now, how do we go from 4 to 24, kiddo?
Multiply by 6.
So 4 over 24.
4 over 6.
There you go. Keep going.
Equals 24 over blank. And to go to 24, it's 4 times 6. So 6 times 6 is 36.
Thank you. Everyone see what she did? You guys have to talk. Okay, there's the first problem. Leanna's going to let us know what she has. Leanna, you're going to do problem 2. Abigail, you got problem 3. Get ready.
Hold on, let me, because it's hard. Never mind. I got it. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You got it? Okay. Problem 2, Miss Sanchez.
It says, hold on, I'm sorry, so much noise in the background. Nathan paints magnets that he sells at a craft fair. He paints 12 magnets in 4 hours. At this rate, how many magnets can he paint in 2 hours? How many magnets can he paint in 10 hours? Complete the ratio table below to solve the problem. So, unit rate, we have to use division. So, for every, okay, so 12 divided by 4 equals 3. So that's 3 is the unit rate.
You went so quick.
So we know,
Keep going. I'm listening.
so we know that for every 1 hour, there are 3 magnets.
I'm just catching up. So you keep doing your thing. You got this. Don't worry about.
Alright.
I'll
So
keep.
for 1 hour, there are 3 magnets. For there are 6 magnets in 2 hours. Wait, hold on. Yeah, in 2 hours. There are 4 magnets in 12 hours. There are, wait, hold on, 3, 6, 12, and then you add another 3.
We have a little dilemma here.
Hold on, no, we don't. I'm trying to add, hold on, it takes a while for me to add. 3.
We'll use 1 times 1 is 8.
Oh, that's 24.
There you go. Keep going.
And then for that is 10. 10 hours.
So now go back to the question and start answering for me.
So the question is, how many magnets can he paint in 2 hours? Nathan can paint what's it called? What is it? 6 magnets in 2 hours.
What's the other question?
The other question is, how many magnets can he paint in 10 hours? Nathan can paint 30 magnets in 10 hours.
Type yes if you understand these 2 problems now. And the
I
chat.
got the screenshot.
Awesome. Type yes if you understand these problems right now, please. Okay, we're going to be moving on in 3, 2. Again, we're all finding the unit rate. We're going to go over everything. The only thing that will be extra credit is the exit ticket. There is no exit ticket today, but for anyone that completes it on their notes, they'll get extra credit. So you can earn up to 102 today on your work. Problem 3. I think Abigail Torres, you were up next. Go.
Mellow test for every 20 students working on the campus cleanup. How many pizzas should she order? Should she order if for students?
So before you begin, how do we find the unit rate? Unit rate is what operation? Maybe we can have you come back in a second. Maybe you could call it. Adam, pick up. Adam, can you pick up? How do we find the unit rate, Adam? Oh, you're lagging? Okay, so that won't help. Okay. Let's call on Emma. How do we find the unit rate?
We divide
Good, Emma. What are we going to divide?
the amount of students
Uh-huh.
by the pizza, by how
Yep.
many pizzas there are.
So, Emma, I need help. Can you help me out, please?
Yes.
So, what are we dividing here to get the unit rate? If we have 20 students and 5 pizzas, what do we divide?
20 divided by 5.
What's 20 divided by 5 equal to, please?
4.
4 what?
4/5.
Wait. If you divide 20 by 5, you get 4, correct, Emma?
Yes.
And if you divide,
Multiply 5 times 4 equals 20.
oh, got you. So this 4 students for how many pizzas? For 1 pizza,
One
right?
pizza.
Now, before you go any farther, I want to show you something. I told you guys in Saturday school, for those that came, that a unit rate in 7th grade is called the constant rate of proportionality. Okay, so you're not going to really hear them tell you to find the unit rate anymore. They're going to start to say, when you get to 7th grade, it's called the constant rate of proportionality. It is the same exact thing as a unit rate. Okay, that's just their vocabulary word for 7th grade. Okay, Emma? Okay. So now
Yeah.
there are 4 students for 1 pizza. There are 20 students for 5 pizzas. 6 students would be how many pizzas? If you use 6 times 4, what do you get?
24.
So 28 students is how many pizzas?
7.
32 students is how much pizzas?
8.
9 pizzas is how much students?
36.
10 pizzas is how many students?
40.
Good. 44 students?
11.
48 students, how many pizzas?
12.
Good. It says, how many pizzas should she order if 44 students participate? So how do we answer that?
She will order 11 pizzas if 44 students participate.
Yes, good. We'll order 11 pizzas if 44 students, you said participate, right, Emma?
Yeah.
Please. Oops. Anyone have any questions on this problem? Please ask now, come off mute, type in the chat. Type yes if you understand.
I got the screenshot.
Okay, awesome. Type yes if you understand these right now. I got Abigail and Brandon that said yes. I got Liana that said yes. So I got Abigail and Brandon are the only 2 students that understand. David's the 3rd one. Only Caleb, that's 4 people. 5, Natalie. Where's the rest of you folks? Juliana? Okay, Remeses, good. I got a few more. Okay, now we're talking. All right, let's do problem 4 now. Problem number 4. Natalie Lopez. Please read problem 4. The name is Noel and Caleb. Go.
Nabel says that one is equivalent to 2/5. Caleb says that 2/3 is equivalent to 4/6. Who do you agree with them?
Okay, so what do we do here? What do we do here, Natalie? How are we going to find out if this is true? What should we do?
We have
Great.
to
How do I go from 1 to 2, Natalie?
um
What can I multiply by?
2.
Good, but is 2 times 2 equal to 4? Is 2 times 2 equal to 5? Is 2 times 2 equal to 5? Yes or no? No. Okay, so now clearly we know that 1/2 is not, no, this is good, is not equivalent. Now, Caleb now says that 2/3 or 2/3, right? And that he's saying is equivalent to 4/6. Caleb, can you do this part? It has your name in it now. Caleb? 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 Oh, your internet's okay. Your internet's unstable. Okay, Adam, is 2/3 and 4/6 equal? How would you solve it to prove that first? How do we go from 2 to 4, Adam? Oh, right, your internet's messed up, right?
I think it's better now.
Okay.
2 times 2
And then 3 times 2.
So are these equivalent?
Yeah.
Okay. So yes, these are equivalent. And we just proved why, right? And I'm going to put a box. We're not done just yet. I'm going to put a pick box around the answer. We don't really have to show why. Now, we want to write 4 equivalent ratios to 8 over 12. So that's really easy. 8 over 12. We're going to think of equivalent ratios. So Ian, Dominic. Sorry, Ian. What could I do to 8 and 12, Ian? What could I, huh?
You can simplify.
Yeah, what could I simplify by? Give me a number that goes evenly into both.
4.
Okay? So help me, give me the new fraction.
2 over 3.
Okay, that's one fraction. Now, how could I get another fraction? What's half of 4?
2.
Okay? So if I take 8 over 12 and I divide it by 2, would I still get an equivalent ratio?
Yeah.
Okay, so 8 over 12, and then you say if we divide it by 2, right, Ian?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's try that. So help me out. I forgot how to divide. I'm just playing with you. 2. What's 8 divided by 2, sir?
8 divided by 2 is 4.
And what's 12 divided by 2?
4.
12 divided by 2 is 4?
6.
Thank you. So we got 2 answers. We need 4, right? So now we divided. You know, one way to find equivalent ratios is to divide, correct, Ian? Ian?
Yes.
Okay, the second way is to multiply. So if you start over at 8 over 12, you could multiply to get another equivalent ratios. You could either multiply or divide, just like we've been doing, correct? Ian? So 8 over 12. If I was to multiply 8 and 12, what could I multiply by? Ian, give me a number you want to multiply by. There's no right or wrong answer. You want to multiply by 1, you want to multiply, not 1, you want to multiply by 2?
Yeah.
Okay, double 8. 8 times 2 is what?
16.
Over, what's the denominator?
2. 24.
Good. So that's the third one. We need 4. We need 1 more. Right? So if I'm going to start with 8 over 12 again, and I'm going to do the same thing, but clearly I'm going to multiply by what number now? What would you like to multiply by? What do you want to multiply 8 over 12 by? Pick a number, kid. What comes after 2?
3.
3. We're going to multiply everything by 3. Help me out. What's 8 times 3?
24.
And what's 12 times 4? 12 times 3. Huh?
36.
So do we have 4 equivalent ratios?
Yeah.
I'm not going to rewrite them again because I put them in the box. Okay, that's just silly. I'm not going to write them here. Actually, maybe I will. We have 2/3. We said 4/6. We said 16. These are just some examples. There's many more. These are the ones that we did. All right, so there is your answers of what you, class 604, came up with. So, all right, so Leanna, you got it?
Yes.
Okay. Now, when we do problem 5, the issue lies that we can't really graph it because it's going to be very difficult, but we're going to fill in the table and then write some notes on here. So, Juliana, can you read problem 5? Please, Juliana Quinsby.
Complete the table of values to find the following. Find the number of cups of sugar needed if for each pie Amy makes. She has to use 3 cups of sugar.
Okay, so for 1 pie, how much sugar does she use, Juliana?
She uses 3,
So for 2 pies, she uses how much sugar?
6,
3, she uses what?
12. 9.
And 4?
12,
And 5?
15,
Good. And 6?
18.
Okay. So clearly we would graph this. The x-axis is going to be the first one, which would be what?
X.
The x-axis would be pies, right? And what would the y be?
Would be
The sugar, right?
sugar.
So the x-axis, we can't graph it because of the boxing. If we were in person, we could. Cups of sugar, right, Juliana?
Yes.
Okay, cups of sugar. Oops. And the y-axis is going to be the pies. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Is pies. Now, if we were to graph this, okay, we know that we always start at the origin, which is 0.00. We would count by what on the x-axis? Look at these numbers. I'm going to put a red box. Actually, I put a blue box. We would count by what? What would the x-axis be counted by? Ones, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? Now on the y-axis, which would be purple, we would count by what number?
3.
Good. Okay. So we're gonna write. We can do not graph. Please type this down because it's not going to come out right. But we can write these notes down. We just said that on the x-axis, we would count by ones, right, Juliana? And then we said that on the y-axis, we would count by threes. I'm just taking what Juliana and I just discussed with you. On the, oops, this should say x-axis. On the y-axis, we would count by threes. Now, if, this is very hard to put in your brain, but meaning to visualize it. If we were to graph these numbers, does anyone know what kind of line we would get? Would we get a straight line or a crooked line? What do you guys think? If the unit rate is 3, every single change has 3, what kind of line are we going to get? A straight line or a crooked line? Anyone know?
Crooked line.
Yeah.
We're going to get a crooked line?
Yeah.
So actually, when we graph it though, when you're going to actually get a straight line. And I'm going to tell you why. The reason why you would get a straight line, it's actually called a linear function. It's called a linear function. I'm giving you now too much information. Okay, I'll give you some higher end stuff. It would be a linear function. Linear functions state that the rate or the constant rate of proportionality is consistent, which means it's the same. That is why you would get a straight line. So if I was to graph this, I mean, this isn't the real graph, but I just want to show you, right? Once you filled in all your numbers, you would get a line that looks something like that. That's called a linear function or a straight line. Because the unit rate or constant rate of proportionality is 3. 1 times 3 is 3. 2 times 3 is 3. 3 times 3 is 9. 4 times 3 is 12. 5 times 3 is 15. And 6 times 3 is 18. Does everyone see that? Okay, I just gave you some 7th and 8th grade vocabulary words. Okay, a straight line would be called a linear function because the rate is constant. It's the same. Leanna? Natalie Lopez, you're next. Leanna, do you have number 5? Okay.
I got it.
It says complete in breakout rooms. I thought Mr. R was going to be here today, what we discussed, but he's not feeling well. So, and I'm not either, but someone's got to be here to teach you, so I'm the one. All right, problem number 6. Natalie?
The table below shows the number of hours and the numbers of Skittles that Daniela eats. She eats 40 Skittles per hour. How many hours will Daniela eat? Will it take Daniela to eat 520 Skittles?
Okay, so I'm going to take that away. That way you can see it. Okay, so now before you even answer this question, talk to me. How do you find the unit rate? What operation? Starts with a D.
Division.
Okay, division. Do we have a unit rate here? Do we have a number out of 1?
Yes.
Okay, so we already have that unit rate. So we're going to use that unit rate to figure out 2, 4, 6, and 520. Okay, young lady?
Yes.
All right, so we're going to use the unit rate. The unit rate, we're going to compare the hours, which are on the x-axis. I'm taking right from the chart. And I'm going to say Skittles, which is on the y. Okay, so now can you tell me how many Skittles you could eat in 1 hour? What does it say?
40.
Okay, easy, right? So far,
Yeah.
nothing out of the ordinary. So we're going to put 1 hour I could eat. Wow, Daniela eats lots of Skittles. 1 hour and 40 minutes. This is going to be very interesting to figure this out. That's my unit rate, correct? Does everyone see that? Now, I want to go from 1 to 2. How do I go from 1 to 2?
Multiply 2.
Good. So 1 times 2 is what?
2.
And then if I multiply the top by 2, guess what I do to the bottom?
You do the same to the bottom.
Good. And what do we get? What's 40 times 2?
80.
80. Now I'm going to trick you. If you want to get 4 hours, well, if 2 hours is 80, 4 hours is going to be double that, right? How do I go from 2 to 4?
You multiply
Yeah.
2.
Good. So then I'm going to multiply 80 times 2. What do I get?
160.
Everyone see that? Now, how do I go from 2 to 3? I mean 2 to 6, sorry.
You multiply 3.
2 times 6 gives me 3, which means 80 times what goes in this orange box?
240.
Good. Now we have to work backwards, okay? We know that I can eat 520 Skittles, but we don't know how many hours, do we?
No.
We don't know that, right? We got to figure that out, correct?
Mm-hmm.
We want to figure this out. Ooh, why is everything not working with me today, cooperating with me today? So we want to know what this has to be, this purple box. So if we divide 520 by 40, what do we get?
8. Oh,
Keep
wait.
going. Add 5 more to that.
13.
So right. So 520 divided by 40 is 13. So 1 times 13 is what?
Wait, what?
520 divided by 40 is 13, correct?
Yes.
So 1 times what is 13?
13.
So it's how many hours to eat 520 Skittles? How many hours does it take her to eat 520 Skittles?
13.
Thank you. It will take Daniela 13 hours to eat 520 Skittles. You think that's a lot of Skittles to eat? What do you guys think? What do you guys think?
Like personally, me, no, it's not a lot of Skittles, honestly.
Yeah, me too.
You think you got some cavities?
I'm like, yes, it has a lot of sugar, but like, how is it gonna take 13 hours for you to eat 500?
Like you can
Skittles? Like
just take it.
that could
You
be
could just
finished
take
in
it
like
and, like,
5
do-
minutes.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, like you take it and do that like that, and then you ate all of it.
I don't know if you could eat that many. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Okay, I got you all.
I got the screenshot.
Great, Miss Sanchez. Okay, pay attention because we're going to do 7, 8, 9, and 10, and then you're going to be on your own. If you pay attention now, you should get 100 on your independent. Let's hear. Abigail, how's your internet now? Is it better?
Really?
Not really. Okay, don't worry. You're excused. Ramesses Gote, please read problem number 7, sir. I want to hear from you.
The members of the PTA are ordering pizza for a meeting. They plan to order 2 cheese pizzas for every 3 pepperoni pizza they order. How many cheese pizzas will they order if they order 15 pepperoni? Create a table and find the unit rate.
Ramesses, how do we find the unit rate? Do we multiply or divide?
Divide.
Okay, Ramesses. Ramesses, what are the 2 kinds of pizzas we're comparing?
Cheese and pepperoni.
Good. Which one do you like better?
Pepperoni.
Okay, how did I know you were going to say that? Okay, now, pepperoni, you're going to help me finish this table. I have faith that you can do it. All right, how many cheese pizzas did the PTA, which is the Parent Teacher Association? They like represent the parents at the school. We have one of those. We have a family one. Okay, it's called the FACE Committee, I'm pretty sure. So how many pizzas? What does it say in the word problem? They order how much?
They have 2
For how much pepperoni?
and 3.
Okay, so we know that that's our unit rate, right, Ramesses?
Yeah.
So we're going to use that now to figure this out. We have to get to 15 pepperoni. You see that?
Yeah.
So double 2. 2, then what?
6.
Up. 2.
4.
And then 3 times 2 is what?
6.
Okay, let's do the next numbers. 2, 4, then what?
6.
And then what?
And 9.
Okay, good. We got to keep going because we got to get up to, I think, 15, correct?
Yeah.
All right, so what comes after 6? 2, 4, 6, then what?
8.
And then 3, 6, 9. Uh-oh.
12.
Okay, wait. 8 and 12. Are we almost there, right, Ramesses?
Yeah. Gotta get to 15.
Okay, so what do we got to do now?
10 and then 15 on the pepperoni.
So 10. Okay, could you? Oh, what's going on over here, man? 10 and 15. And what will come after that if we had to go one more step? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
And then after it'll be 12
Uh-huh.
and then 18.
Okay, so now go back and read the question and tell me the answer. Go.
They will order 15 pepperoni pizzas
For how many cheese pizzas?
for 2 cheese pizzas. I mean for 12 cheese pizzas.
Say that again?
For 2 cheese pizzas, 10 cheese pieces?
Right, so you need 10 cheese pizzas with 15 pepperoni. Do you see that? Right?
Yeah.
You're going to write, careful, answer. The Parent Teacher Association, the PTA, will order 10 cheese, oops, not 1, 10 cheese pizzas if they order 15 pepperoni. You see that, sir?
Yeah.
Good job. You did that really well. Proud of you, kiddo. So here, this would say 10. Okay?
I got the screenshot.
Awesome. But could you do the 5-second countdown? Because we kind of forgot about that.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, pay attention now. Question 8, 9, and 10 is exactly what you're going to see on your independent practice. Let me say that again. 8, 9, and 10 is on your independent practice. So if you don't type the correct answers now, you will not get 100. So pay attention to get 100, guys. Yerlin Garcia, please read this problem.
Halisa is using the ratio of 3 tablespoons of sugar, 2 tablespoons of milk in a recipe. Complete the table below. equivalent ratios if Elisa decides to increase the frequency.
Okay, so what are the two items we're comparing with Alicia? Sugar and what?
And milk,
How much sugar?
3,
3. And how much milk?
2.
Okay, so that is the ratio. Now, Yerlin, we have to figure out the next part. Can you read the next sentence? Alicia's ratio is 3 tablespoons of sugar to 2 tablespoons of milk. Take it away.
Emma's using 4 tablespoons of sugar to 3 tablespoons of milk. Leah is using 9 tablespoons of sugar to 6 tablespoons of milk. Which girl ratio is equivalent to Halisa?
So what should we do first? We should finish the what? What is this thing called?
The table.
Good. Okay, so let's look at this. How do we go from 3 to 6?
Multiply.
Huh?
Multiply
5.
by 2.
Good. So 2 times 2, Yerlin? 4. Okay, Yerlin, 4 to 6. Is 6 over 4 an answer yet? It says Emma is 4 sugar, so 4S for sugar. I'm going to say M for milk. So 6 sugar, 4 milk. Is that what Emma is?
No.
Okay, let's keep going. Now, if that's what we have here. Now, we want to do another one. We want to use the ratio of here. So here. If this is 9, 3, 6, 9, 2, 4. Okay, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 3, 6, 9. What would be at the top? 3, 6, 9,
12.
12. Okay, so now we want to go from 3 to 18. How do we get there?
Multiply
By what?
by
3 times what is 18?
3 times
Times 6.
Thank you. So 2 times 6 is how much, Yerlin?
12.
Okay, and now Yerlin, we're almost there. You're doing really good. Really well. 2 times what is 20? How many 2s are in 20?
2.
2
1.
times 10.
10. So 3 times 10 would give me what, folks?
30.
30. Okay, now that we got the ratio table complete, we can figure out. They're asking which person has an equivalent ratio to Halicia. So I'm going to put a black box because it will stick out. So 3 over 2 is 4/3 on this table. Is 4 sugar and 3 milk on this table at all?
No.
No. So it has to be Leah because why? What kind of ratios are these? Are they equal or not equal? Huh? They're equivalent, right? Leah's ratio is equivalent to Halicia's. We just demonstrated why. Correct? Questions? So on your paper, it's going to ask you to type either the name Leah or Emma. You would type Leah on your paper when you see your exit, your independent practice in a moment.
I got the screenshot.
So let's move on to number 9 because we're starting to run out of time and I'm going to have to pick up the pace. Abigail, how's your internet, Abigail? You want to try this one?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. The table.
The table below shows the number of cups of sugar and flour needed to make some cookies. Determine find the unit rate for how many cups of water are needed for 1 cup of flour. Complete the table below.
So how do we find the unit rate?
We need to put flour and sugar, cups
Okay.
of flour and cups of sugar.
So flour over sugar. And what numbers do I substitute?
9 and 3.
Okay, so we're going to put 9 on numerator. What's 9 divided by 3?
3.
3 what? 3 cups of flour for 1 cup of sugar. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So that's my unit rate, right? So here, this would be 3. 3, 6, 9. 1 blank 3. What's this number? 3, 6, 9. 3, 6, 9, 12.
18. Oh, wait, 15, sorry.
It's
Then
okay.
18.
So there's the exact answer. Now it's going to ask you something. It's going to say, what is the unit rate? And then it's going to ask you, if so-and-so has 5 cups of sugar, how much flour do you need? You need 15 cups, right? Miss Sanchez, are you ready? Liana, you good?
Yes.
All right, so it says here, if she uses 5 cups, she's going to need 15 sugar. We just said that. Last problem, and then the exit ticket is extra credit. All right. Liana, you want to just do this because we're starting to run short of time?
Sure. Jason is making pancakes for the drama club's pancake breakfast. The table below shows the amount of pancake mix and milk needed to make enough pancakes to feed. I can't see the thing. Miss Canella. Feed different numbers of guests. Number of guests 7, 14, 21, 28. Amount of pancake mix 2, 4, 6, 8. Amount of milk 1, 2, 3, 4. If there are 63 guests at breakfast, how many pancakes mix and milk are needed? Cups of pancakes mix. Show here.
Okay, so
Alright.
I'm going to kind of go like this. So after 28, guess would be how much if you count by sevens?
7, 14, 35.
Then what?
Then 42.
Then what?
Then 49.
Uh-huh.
And then 56.
And then,
And then 63.
okay, let me just make these lines because we're going to get real tricky now if we don't pay attention. Okay, keep going.
All right, after that for the pancake mix it is 10,
Okay. 10.
12,
Uh-huh.
14,
Uh-huh.
16,
Oops, yep.
and then 18.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Finish the pattern.
All right, and then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
If there are 63 guests at breakfast, how many pancake mix and milk are needed?
There are 18 cups of pancake mix needed and 9 cups of milk needed.
Does everyone see that answer? Does anyone have a question? Anyone have a dilemma? So here, this would be 18, she said, cups of pancake, which then gives you 9 of that. Let me just take this box away. And now Leanna will screenshot this entire problem. So now I just did your independent practice. You should all get a 15 out of 15. There should be nobody in here that gets anything lower. If I find out you get anything lower, I'm going to be very upset because we just went over it and it's in Google Classroom.
Can you open the thing and I screenshotted it?
Sure. And again, if you do the last 2 questions, it's extra credit on your work. Now, let me go open up. Thank you, Leanna. Let me go open up your independent practice. I'm telling you, somebody in here is going to get a 0. I could just feel it. Everyone should get a 15 out of 15. My last class, I had 12 out of 16 students get 100. So, again, 604. Which student was equivalent to Alicia? Who remembers what we just said? Who was it?
Leah.
Thank you. Type it in as is. Leah. Thank you. Remember, your notes are due at the end of this class. Even if you came in late, you're still responsible. Next problem. Let's move on. I'm doing it quickly. We just did it. 3A. What is the unit rate? We just did it. Go back to your question on flour. It was like problem number 8. What was the unit rate?
It was 1.
It was what?
It was the unit rate is 2 cups of flour for 1 cup of sugar.
Thank you, Caleb. There you go. There's 3A. Okay, let's move on to the next problem. 3B. Angie will need how many cups of sugar and how much flour if she has 5 sugar? We just filled it in. 3, 6, 9, 12. We just said the answer was 15. If you go back to
15.
Good. 15. Last but not least, number 4. We just did this. Leanna just told you the answer. It's the 18 cups of pancake.
The first one.
Good. Was that your Remeses? Good. Everyone should get 100 now. Turn it in. You have 7 minutes to turn the independent practice in. I don't want to hear I didn't do it. You have time. You have 7 minutes. We went over it 3 times now. Once in class, screenshot, and we did it again. And your notes are due at the end of this class. Are we clear?